This one's from Lily's perspective again, and it's about her finding out that she gets to be a wizard and go to Hogwarts, and it's called It's Real for Us. I hope you like it.
All right, so we're here at Conjuration Con 2014 with Lauren Fairweather. And so we just got a chance to see your show, and it was a really good show. So.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sure. So you do Wizard Rock. First of all, how did you hear about Wizard Rock, and how did you decide that's kind of what you want to do?
I originally found Wizard Rock through Harry and the Potters, and they started playing shows in like 2004, and I found them really early online, just randomly. And I love Harry Potter. I was already kind of operating within the Harry Potter fandom, writing fan fiction and role playing and things like that. And at some point, I came across Harry and the Potters online, just looking around for Harry Potter things on the internet. I was just like, this is the best idea ever. I looked up all their music. I was so excited. I wanted to start my own Wizard Rock band at that point, but I couldn't play any instruments. I was just singing and writing songs. So I kind of put that idea on the back burner and said, okay, maybe at some point we'll make it happen. And I started going to Wizard Rock shows, and I said, I have to revisit this idea. I ended up taking my best friend in high school to a show, and she loved it, and she played piano. So I was so excited when after we got home from the show, and she said, can we start a Wizard Rock band? It would be so great. And I was just like, yes, somebody who plays an instrument wants to start a band with me. So we started the Moaning Myrtles, and it was awesome. We posted our first few songs online, and immediately just people flocked to the page, and I had no knowledge of promotion or anything like that. It seemed like at that time people were just looking for this stuff, and so immediately they were like, you have to write more songs, you have to start playing shows. And we just thought it would be a fun thing to do together, and so we had no clue that there was this audience that was just seeking us out. And so we started playing shows, started playing at conferences, started writing more music. And it was so much fun, and it still is. You were asking how would I describe Wizard Rock. It's referred to as a genre, but it's all genres. There's wizard rap, there's country music, mine's kind of acoustic singer-songwriter type music, and there's techno and rock and roll and every kind of music that you could want. There is a band out there in that genre. It's kind of more a scene or a community than an actual genre, but it blew up, and there are hundreds of bands out there. Not all of them are active anymore, but you can find music from every character, all kinds of just brilliant, creative people, just celebrating their love for Harry Potter through music.
Now, you read a lot of songs I heard today about Snape from that perspective. So what is it about that character specifically that you feel like I'm just so inspired by this character, this life, that I want to go and portray about songs about that?
When the last Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, was about to come out, there were so many open ends, and as fans, we were just wondering, how is J.K. Rowling going to pull this all together? There's no way that in one book we can find all the Horcruxes. What are the Deathly Hallows? Is Hogwarts going to stay open? Are they going to go back to school? Is Harry going to live or die? Is Voldemort going to win? And what is up with Snape? You could argue that he's good or evil for hours and not get anywhere, because J.K. Rowling is so skilled at just laying the groundwork. It's confusing, but you're drawn to him because you know something's up, and you can't quite figure out what his motivations are. And so when I read that last book, the chapter, The Prince's Tale, really pulled all that together for me. That was where I first realized, oh my gosh, she's gonna do it. She's gonna take all those open ends and she's gonna pull them together, and she's gonna make a beautiful package. It's like, you know when you read that book, she thought about all the endings before she even opened up all those questions. That chapter really spoke to me, not just the fact that the memories are really interesting, I like hearing all the backstory, but it explained everything. And that was just the one element that was missing from all those arguments that I'd had with people over whether he was good or evil, and that element was Lily. And I was just so drawn to it. It really meant a lot to me because I love the series so much. For that chapter, it spoke to me, and the fact that he, for so long, was operating under this sadness, this just horrible sadness, and you knew it, like seeing all of his actions, that he couldn't have been a happy person because he was terrible to Harry, terrible to Neville, and you couldn't figure out what his motivations were. And to hear that it was love was not what I expected. It was a total surprise to me. So I wrote that whole Prince's Tale album just kind of examining those memories, and from both sides, not just Snape, from Lily's side as well.
All right, and finally, so obviously you're very passionate about Harry Potter in the series. Do you belong to a house? Have you been sorted, and if so, which one?
Yes, I've always sort of self-sorted myself as Hufflepuff, and then thank goodness Pottermore also said that I was a Hufflepuff. So I feel like I have been validated as a Hufflepuff. Not that the test was especially detailed or anything like that. I probably could have ended up in any house randomly, and I still would consider myself a Hufflepuff. It's a funny sort of house because everyone seems to make fun of them, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me that some like great values such as like friendship and being hardworking and determined could be looked down upon. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but okay, if you want to make fun of it, go right ahead. I am very happy to be a Hufflepuff.
I totally agree. I was hoping to be Hufflepuff. I got sorted as Gryffindor twice. So I've kind of just embraced it, but I kind of secretly long to be a Hufflepuff as well. So, all right, thank you so much for talking with us today, and we'll see you guys later.